up, felines, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're venturing on my channel for the first time today, hi, hello, and welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Today's video is going to be kind of all over the place. We've got some new makeup, some rebranding makeup, and some free makeup that we're all going to play around with today. So we have a few products from Jaclyn Cosmetics, a new launch. We also have some products from Marc Jacobs, which, are they going out of business? Are they rebranding? I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. So we're just gonna do a quick little get ready, gonna review these products, and if that's something that you're interested in, then definitely keep on watching. So to start the video off, we're going to go in with some Marc Jacobs products, which I picked up some from Sephora since they were having a 50% off sale on all Marc Jacobs items. I only got a few things. The other things I was interested in were already sold out. But that begs the question, what is going on with Marc Jacobs? So the first thing I picked up was the Marc Jacobs Youthquake Gel Cream Moisturizer. So I've heard good things about this, especially from Manny MUA. He says this like sits on his desk, and he just like uses this all the time. So I just got like the little mini size, which is 15 milliliters. And again, it was 50% off, so might as well try it. Ooh, it definitely is like a thicker consistency, definitely like a gel consistency. So we'll see how much this like absorbs in to the skin. But yeah, like what is going on with Marc Jacobs? No one knows yet, honestly. Like I don't think they've actually stated if they are or aren't doing anything. All we know is that Sephora like was selling everything. Marc Jacobs for 50% off, which is like huge. And we don't know if they're just like going out of business, if they're just, you know, ending their beauty line and just gonna stick with like, you know, perfume and other things. Or maybe they're just like gonna rebrand and come back bigger and better. I don't really know. As far as like all their makeup products though, there aren't really like a lot of amazing products. It's not something I go out of my way to go and purchase. Because it is kind of expensive. You do get that luxury name though of Marc Jacobs. But the only thing like I went on my way to get, which was like on sale, was the Omega bronzer, which I really do enjoy. And then other with getting like a lip gloss in one of my subscription boxes, I didn't really have any other products. Alright, so that moisturizer's on and it feels pretty good. Like I feel it's like very moisturizing. It wasn't like super thick, but I don't know. We'll see how this works when I go on with some foundation. I initially wanted to do a full face of Marc Jacobs, but like I said, some of the stuff was already sold out, so I couldn't really get a lot of things, and I also didn't want to go crazy spending a lot of extra money. But I did get a Cafe Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. So apparently this is like a 2-in-1. I got it in the shade Light, so again, hopefully this will work. It's kind of just like a big concealer stick, but we're gonna try using this as foundation. So that's what the component looks like right there. I don't really know how this is gonna work, but I need to wet a sponge. All right, I zoomed you guys in a little bit more, and I went and I wetted a sponge. So now we're gonna go in with the Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation in the shade Light 160. And we'll see how this goes. It's kind of like just a normal concealer thing, which you can use concealer for foundation. Like usually it's more full coverage, like the Tarte concealer or something. I don't know. I used one concealer for foundation and like it was really full coverage, but it made my skin look perfect. So I'm just gonna put this kind of all over and see how it is. Wow, this like does not want to move at all, and it looks super light on me. So yeah, I look like Casper the Ghost, and it's not really bouncing into the skin well, so I think I'm gonna take this off, put on a regular foundation, and then just try this out as a concealer. I think that's what we'll do. All right, now that's a little bit better. I went in with the Anastasia Luminous foundation. Oh, I love this one. And it works really well with like my tanner skin. I feel like that's almost like a really good match. And obviously it is very luminous, but it does dry down a little bit. So now we're gonna go in with the Extra Shot and we're gonna use it as concealer. Using it as foundation did not work, but hopefully it works as a concealer and I didn't waste my money. So we're just gonna do a few little dots underneath the eyes. It did dry really fast, so I want to like go in and get this moving around so it doesn't like just dry. So I like using this brush. This is a crown brush. It doesn't have what kind of style it is, but it's a nice little like compact brush that I like using for concealer. It does take a little bit longer, but I really do like it. So now my thoughts on the extra shot. I'm still blending this in, but as I do, it is definitely like full coverage. A little bit goes a long way. It kind of reminds me of the same consistency as like the Tarte Shape Tape, the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. But it definitely blends out like really, really smoothly. It might be a little bit light for me right now, but I think the shade will work like the rest of the year. Maybe not in the summer, or depending on like how deep of a foundation I put on. But hopefully it will like, you know, calm down a little bit. But I mean, so far it's looking like really, really nice. It just like canceled those dark circles. I'm not sure if it's gonna crease or not yet. We will see, but so far, first impressions, I'm liking it. But I mean, overall, like the finish is really nice. The coverage, it looks smooth. Again, I don't know if it's gonna crease or not, but we'll see. All right, so quickly before I go in and set my face, I wanna try one of the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics new products. I was so pumped about her new Bougie Rouge launch. Like, she is coming out with a bang in 2021 with all of her new launches, all of her new products, and it's getting me really excited. Like, I am liking like pretty much all the products that Jaclyn Hill is putting out right now. The only collection I didn't get anything from and I saw mixed reviews on was her Prep and Set collection. But I don't really like set my face like Jaclyn Hill does, so that's why I didn't get anything. This Bougie Rouge collection, I'm like, it looks beautiful. I love the aesthetic. You know, to be honest, I don't really like the actual Bougie Rouge blush palette like packaging. That's not my style. It's definitely Jaclyn Hill and her style. Like, I don't vibe with her style, mostly like her house tours and stuff like that. I'm like, not my style. But the rest of it, like the rose gold, it's so cute. It goes with like all of her other collections she's released so far. I'm in it. So I did get 3 items. I will get the warm toned blush palette at some point and probably wait until it comes out in Ulta. So I only got 3 things. And the first one I got is one of the cream to powder blush sticks. Now you might be saying,
every time you use some sort of like blush or bronzer stick or highlighter stick, you hate it.
And yes I do, but I'm determined to find one that I enjoy. I reminded myself not to set my face so I could use this underneath powder and hopefully not ruin it. And I actually saw a lot of good reviews for this, especially from people that didn't really like cream sticks anyways. So this is in the shade Swoon, which was the more popular one. Again, it's in that rose gold finish. And this is the packaging here, like a nice sleek chrome rose gold packaging. And I know this is gonna come out like super pigmented. There is a swatch right there. Like, that looks like a lipstick. It is so creamy though. And I'm gonna like just like kind of blend it out. Oh my gosh, yeah. And then when you like blend it out, it turns into like powder feel. Like, it feels dry. It doesn't even feel like liquidy. So you could definitely see, like, if just using my finger, it blends out like to pretty much nothing. So what I saw Jaclyn Hill do, as well as some other people, is they don't even put this to their face. They just take like a brush. So I'm using an angled brush for my blush today. And I'm just gonna tap this onto the tip of the blush stick. So I've got some product on there, and I wanna go into the light hand first because I really don't wanna overdo this. And I'm just gonna start tapping ever so slightly. I really gravitated towards this one because this is kind of the more like corally peachy color, which is usually what I go for. Which is even like crazy to think about. Is like, I never wore blush because my cheeks are already like naturally red. But then I realized like using blush, it kind of evens out that redness or changes the tone of my red cheeks. And then I can kind of manipulate like how it looks. I'm trying to turn down the brightness a little bit so you can kind of see. I went in very, very lightly because I want to be able to manipulate it. So here's no blush compared to a little bit. I think I am going to build it up just a little bit more, but I want to start off light and kind of go up from there. And I'm just tapping. I don't want to swirl this around or swipe it as much because I really don't want to disturb my foundation underneath. And so far, it's not moving a muscle. She did say that you can use this over top of powder, but like, I really don't want to risk it. I mean, maybe eventually I'll test it, but I kind of like want a video where something actually goes right with my makeup for a change instead of just like completely messing it up. Wow, like that is stunning, and it has not disturbed my makeup in the slightest. I finally think I found a stick formula that I like. I know someone was asking me like what my favorite like cream products were, my favorite like sticks. And I was like, to be honest, I don't even use them that much because I don't really like any. Now these blush sticks, they retail for $22. I feel like it's a little steep. Like I feel like if it was 18, maybe like that would be better. I know it's not like that big of a difference. I still love it and I'm really happy I got it. I'm not gonna get any of the other shades because I don't really gravitate towards those tones, but I do enjoy it and it is like a very innovative product. But my under eyes are like really glowy right now, so I do want to just set everything really quickly. I don't have any special powder to use, so I'm just gonna do that off camera. All right, I'm back and I did a lot more than just set my face. I went ahead and bronzed up the face a little bit with the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer. I've had this one for a while. I really, really do like it. Just a nice little simple bronze moment. And then I went in and did my brows. So I did the Anastasia Brow Freeze first, and then I tried again the Brow Pen in Dark Brown by ABH. This came in the Itsy X Khloe Kardashian box. One, I think it's just a tad too dark. It's a little bit more like grayish brown. But I'm not really a fan of this. Like it's a learning curve to use. It's super watery. Like it's really hard to try to get like nice hair strokes, and it's hard to control the pigment. Like if you go too rough, it's gonna be like too pigmented, not light enough. So I attempted to use this first, and then I went in with my Benefit Precisely My Brow to kind of fill in the tail end, and then use the brow pen like in the front for like the more hair-like strokes. And then trying to do it on this brow, it just kind of failed because it's like awkwardly trying to go like this and then like flick upward those hair-like strokes. So I'm not really a fan of this brow product, but I'd rather just have something that's super easy to use, like the Precisely My Brow, and just be done with it. I don't want to have to like practice to get a product to work for me. All right, so now we're gonna go in with another Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics innovative product, and she took her Moonlight highlighter formula and put it into a blush. So I didn't think I was gonna use this, but when it comes to blush, like I said, I already have red cheeks. I really don't want to go too overboard with blush, and the blush palettes were like super pigmented. I feel like these were like a nice wash of color. So I got the shade Loverboy, and I'm just obsessed with this packaging. So here is the nice, you know, gonna get super dirty really quick, rose gold packaging. Kind of goes along with all of her other packaging. I don't have any of the Moonlight highlighters. I never got them because I was like, you know, when I want highlighter, I want it to be like beaming. But now that's not the in thing. So maybe eventually I'll pick up one of the Moonlight ones. Now when it comes to her other products, I have the like beaming highlighter, but it's in her old packaging, unfortunately, so it doesn't really match. But then her Valentine's Day one was in like the same kind of packaging, but like red. So things are like going together. Like it all makes sense. So, like I said, I got the shade Loverboy, and this is going to be like a much more like sheer wash of color with some like luminosity. So we're going to see how this works. We're just going to kind of set our blush with this. So here's a swatch of the Loverboy shade right there. Just a nice little simple wash. It's kind of more that peachy muted coral shade, which I think will go nicely over what I have right now. I think I already put like too much onto my brush, which I feel like this can go like very, very pigmented very fast, like if you accidentally go in too heavy-handed. All right, so this one is definitely more warm tone. It actually does not go over top of the Swoon shade very well, but you know, whatever. So I obviously said I don't like super like pigmented blushes, and I'm obviously gonna look like crazy with my blush because I'm trying like several different blushes. In the future, I don't think I'll ever like set the Swoon shade with this Loverboy, but just for the sakes of like trying it out and giving you guys my thoughts. Now, as far as luminosity goes, I'm not seeing too much, to be honest. Like it does give you a little bit of a sheen when the light hits it, but it's not like super shiny, which again, it is a blush, not a highlighter, so I guess that's a good thing. But I think that's definitely gonna be cute just to do like a nice little like wash of color, like I've been saying, if I don't wanna go like too heavy-handed with the blush. So these, oh my God, these are $30 each? Did I spend that much? Oops. So these are $30 each. I don't think they're worth $30. I mean, obviously I bought it, but maybe like $20, $25 max, like I would actually pay on this. If you can hear like weird noises in the background, I think there's some sort of event going on like across the street down the road a little bit. I don't know if it's a wedding or what it is, but there's like an announcer or something. I can hear them. So I'm going to go in and just do a little bit of highlight. I'm going to use the B Main highlight in Extra. And we're just going to do a little bit of this. A little of this goes a long way. Alright, so now we're going to go into eyeshadow. And the first thing I kind of want to experiment with, I don't know how well it's going to go, is I got another box from Influencer and I got a couple of Rimmel products in here. So the one of the items was the Rimmel London Wonder Cloud. So it's kind of like a liquid eyeshadow. I don't really have good luck with those, but we're gonna try it. So the Rimmel Wonder Cloud eyeshadow is an all-day wear softest cloud eyeshadow. It is whipped, velvety, and extra smooth, and it blends like a dream with just your fingertips for buildable color you can control. And it has a built-in primer in it, so we will see. Again, it's in the shade Truffle. That was like the weirdest swatch ever. This is like a weird color though. It's like a, I don't even know, like a gray brown. It does pretty much blend into nothing though, like right there. So I think I'm gonna put this like in my crease, and we'll see. I'm not gonna use my finger, but I'm gonna use a fluffy brush. All right, so I'm just gonna put this like right in the crease because this is such like a weird color. Like if they had given me like any other color, I probably would have been happy with, but this is like a weird gray brown. So it's like a cool toned. And it kind of like just like disappeared. Besides like on my very outer corner. Like, do you guys even see that? Maybe a little bit? I'm not really a fan of these. Like I like when I get sent like free stuff from Influencer, don't get me wrong, but some of this stuff I'm like, what even? Like I'm not even gonna do much of it. Like that's all I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Like it moves a little bit and then it just kind of stops moving. So I think that's where I'm gonna leave it before it goes too out of hand. And we're gonna get into the real eyeshadow now. And I got the Marc Jacobs Eye-conic Multi-Finish Eye Palette right here. So again, already dirty, but that's what the outer packaging looks like, nice and sleek. And this is just like a basic neutral glittery palette. That's what it looks like. This looks like the perfect like going out kind of eyeshadow palette. I'm not going out anywhere, even though it's a Saturday and I don't work tomorrow. So I'm just sitting at home drinking on myself. All right, so there are the shades right there. There are two mattes. So you got this like really, really light pale color, which is called At Last. And then that brown right there is called I Have. And then you have the shade Found right here, which is kind of like a shimmer glitter. Then that gold like right here is called The One. This greenish is called like The Only. And then up here, the shimmer is called True, and this last one is called Love. So that's cute. Like each shade says, At last I have found the one, the only true love. Like that is adorable. They all feel really amazing, so we'll see. All right, so first I'm gonna take At Last, which is that first like really pale shade. I'm gonna kind of put this all over the lid to lighten up the lid a bit. And I'm pretty much gonna like cover most of that Rimmel Wonder Cloud. But it's fine. But I mean, dang, for like a, you know, skin color, like matte, that is like pretty full coverage. So I'm gonna take I Have, which is that matte brown, and that's gonna go in the crease, or just a warm brown, so we're pretty much covering up, you know, that like gray brown over there, because that was like cool toned, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I feel like this is gonna be such a fast eyeshadow look. So then I'm gonna go with Found, which is this shimmer right here. I'm just gonna use my finger. It feels really, really nice. I've never used any Marc Jacobs shadows before, but they've always looked like super cute in these little like packages. And then I'm gonna take this brown down here, this shimmer, and that's gonna go on the outer portion. We're just gonna have a whole like shimmery lid. And that shade just feels so soft. I'm just gonna kind of like blend those shades together. All right, and then for underneath the eye, we're just gonna go in with that matte brown and just put this right down here and kind of connect it up to the top portion of the eye. I've been liking kind of just like keeping my lower eyeshadow just to the outer corner. I don't know, it feels like too much to go like all the way in. Like I might go in with like an eyeliner or something, but for eyeshadow, I think that's like just too much. I'm going to take a little bit of that really pale shade and just put that up here. I'm going to go in later with like a highlighter because like this, the one thing that this palette doesn't have is like an inner corner or a brow bone highlight. But other than that, like this is like a really nice palette just to like grab and go. It's sleek, it's kind of small, and you can get like a full eye look out of it. Like that's just like a basic like, you know, shimmery brown neutral eye look to go out and party in. So not bad. All right, I'm going to do the other eye off camera and come back so we can finish off the look with a nice little lip. All right, I'm back and the eyes are all done. So I don't feel like going in with any lashes because I'm too lazy, but I did go in with the Milk Makeup Kush Lash Primer as well as the Mile High Club from Wander Beauty. First, we are going to go in with a lip liner from Rimmel London. This is something that was also sent in the Influencer box. This is the Lasting Finish 8-Hour Lip Liner. And this helps to lock your lipstick in place for up to 8 hours. Soft, creamy texture glides on precisely to lips for rich, vibrant color that blends easily without bleeding. And this is in the shade 120 Pink Candy. I don't know if it's gonna go along with this right here. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna swatch it before I put it on just to see. That is the shade right there. We will see if that will go along with the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Lip Cushion. I got the shade Sincerely Yours. I believe these are $18 as well as like her other liquid lips that she has sold. This is gonna be more of like that creamy whipped feeling. It's probably gonna transfer still, even though like she always says like it doesn't transfer, but that's the packaging. Super cute. It like tells you like the shade that's actually there. Apparently like the shade is a lot different on this one particularly, like it doesn't actually look like the packaging, but I'm excited to try this. I'm gonna compare it though to my Clarins Paris Velvet Lip Perfector. If you want soft, if you want cushion, if you want velvet and whipped, this is the way to go. It is Clarins. It's a little bit more pricier. I don't know how much it is. I think it's more expensive than the Jaclyn Hill one, but that's what I'm comparing this to. We're gonna go ahead and swatch it because I feel like this lip liner and this lip cushion are not gonna be anywhere near each other. So I was correct in the fact that this and this are not gonna go together. Like this is like a peony pink and this is honestly like way, way darker than the packaging. Still super pretty, but it looks more like mauve-y. Like this looks like more of a coral, which I was hoping it was more like this shade because it would go in kind of more of the blush, the coral concept that's going on. I'm not gonna use the Rimmel lip liner then. It is super creamy for it being like a pencil. Usually I find like if a pencil is like wood, like a normal like #2 pencil you write with, it's harder to, you know, get it to glide on. It's not creamy. You have to like warm it up, but it looks like it's gonna work fine. So I'm gonna find a lip liner to use with this and then apply it. So to be honest, I really didn't have a good lip liner to go with this. I don't really have a lot of lip liners. So I ended up using the Bodyography lip liner in Rosewood, which ended up being a lot more of a deep mauve color, but it kind of went really well with this lip. Like I kind of covered up most of the lip liner, but it's like kind of that darker lip liner with a lighter lip on top that Jaclyn Hill sometimes does. So I'm just, you know, manifesting my Jaclyn Hill. As far as the actual lip cushion goes, it is super soft. It is velvety. The one thing I will say is I had to dip in back like 3 or 4 times to actually get like a full coverage. Like with the formula being like a cushion, velvety, whipped texture, it doesn't like, not a lot of it comes off the applicator onto your lips, if that makes sense. It feels like dry, like the applicator isn't like, you know, coming out covered in product like normal liquid lips would do. So you had to like dip in a few times, but honestly, it's really, really soft. I'm trying to let it dry down before like I do like a, you know, kiss test, a transfer test to see. But while that dries down, let me give you guys my final thoughts on everything. So as far as Marc Jacobs comes, there are a few things that I think are like really nice quality. Like I really do like the Omega bronzer. Like that is like their staple of their entire collection. Like if you're gonna get anything from Marc Jacobs, it's gonna be this. The concealer, I actually really, really enjoy. Like it did crease a little bit. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a concealer that doesn't crease on me. It is super full coverage. A little bit goes a long way, but I really, really ended up liking the finish and the coverage. And this eyeshadow palette is just like, it's so cute. It's so perfect. It's good for like going out on the town. Not that I'm doing that. And you could just get like a quick, simple, like little glam look like that. Now, is any of Marc Jacobs like actually worth the price? No, I don't think so. But if you do have a good sale like this, I don't even know how much is actually available or what's actually completely sold out. Like, yeah, I would buy it. As far as the Youthquake goes, it was a good moisturizer. Like, I don't think I'm like mind blown by it, but it's nice. Now, Jaclyn Hill's new products. I will say overall, like, I think they're all like a little pricier than what I would actually like want to pay. We'll have to wait and see like how the blush palette looks when I finally decide to get that. As far as the blush though, I'm pretty shocked. Like, this blush stick, like it did me good. I like it. It went on really nice. It's soft. It blends out. It doesn't disturb my skin. Luminous Rouge. I'm gonna have to give it another try by itself to see what it looks like. It looked a little weird on top of that Swoon shade. It does have a little bit of luminosity, but not a lot. I do look very, very blushed right now, but I am wearing 2 blushes, but I am impressed. I am impressed. And the lip cushion, I don't think it's better than the Clarins one, but it is cheaper than the Clarins one, and yeah. There's a lot of transfer there. Well, like I said, that's everything for today's video. If you enjoyed, then don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. I love you guys, and if you subscribe to my channel, I welcome you to my feline family. Bye!